Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back. I don't know what happened. I mean, I never know what happens. Obviously, Comcast couldn't come out today. But we are back. We are so back. Okay. Are you with me? Are you with me? Testing, testing. Knock on wood, holds on to Torgal. Stream dead. Dead. Oh my gosh. This is insanity. The only one we can count on in these dark times. We're back, maybe, maybe. Stream lives. We are alive. Are we here? Okay. Holy smokes, you guys. Alright, well, back to it. Okay, back to it. Too much was happening. We're back. Okay. Thanks for hanging in there. You guys are the best. Let's get back to this. I was doing some good work. It would not be, you're right. One of these days I'm gonna get it right. Oh my gosh, look at the parries, baby. Look at the parries, baby. All day. Ah, man, not that though. Parries! Oh my gosh! The parries. Blessed with the power of God, yet you wield it like a man. Yes. Amazing. Amazing phrases here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dodge, dodge, dodge! Blessed with the power of Horizon, yet you wield it like Comcast for real.
God chose you to serve as his vessel, and you cling to this foolish notion of hope when there is none. Fuck.
Ruby, I know you've got some thoughts on the riddle. Why don't you share those now, before we listen to the riddle? Kind of prepare us for that, that song. Yeah, let's go. Get free time, baby. Finally. Oh. Ow.
You have been shown the
King
path.
Hedrick go against Odin.
Now you must follow it. Free yourself, Mythos. You will not defeat me otherwise.
Free yourself. That's big. Yeah.
Perhaps
Lots happening here. Cannot answer, he'll rule in the man charged with the crime's favor. The Lord's Measure. I love the name of that attack. That's a good one. Ooh. Oh no, I was reading the chat. Dang it. Oops. This is why I shouldn't chat. It's okay. It's okay. First time. My greatest weakness, chat. And so how do you reckon it plays with this Odin then? Crap. How great we are as humans. We are no match for God's power based off how King Hedrick ultimately can't match Odin and dies soon after. Yeah. Oh, ow. No. Get out of there. Oh my gosh. Good grief. Humans are weaker than divine fate and God. Yeah. Oh my goodness. No, I like that. That's a good interpretation. I like it. It's fun. Oh my goodness. Ultima being the beggar who sends Odin to confront Clive. Oh, I like that. That's pretty interesting. That's a good illusion there. I like it. Ow. You're a fine hound. Still. After everything. He doles out riddles to Clive. He always speaking plainly, but Clive always leaves confused. Yeah, that's the truth. Okay, here we go.
What? You cannot be
Defeated. You admitted defeat the moment you turned your back on us. When you turned your back on the truth, Barnabas. We are not as weak as your God believes.
Yeah, what's up, Ruby? I like it.
Damn it.
Barnabas getting happy in the third phase means religious-wise? You're gonna have to show me the moment. Well, like the phase we're about to go into? Barnabas' mother. Oh, that's interesting, Claymore. Let me watch it and I'll let you know.
What are you waiting for? Men know nothing of strength. What you will.
It's an amazing cutscene. Thinking of Odin representing holiness or divine supremacy, Barnabas' personal story becomes about having been the strongest one in the world basically since awakening, yeah. Whoa! Barnabas acknowledging Clive's will, but also showing Clive his own will for his God.
You have made a weapon of your weakness.
Hmm.
My apologies.
Here it comes.
You are not the fool I took you for.
He's so good.
And so it ends.
I love that. That's a good point, some dude. I love that.
Don't tell me you are tired, Mythos.
Above God? No, interesting.
Your stubborn defiance has stirred my long-becalmed heart, filling it with a joy that I have not known for generations.
Interesting.
I had thought the tantalizing kiss of self-indulgence a dream forever out of reach. And now that its sweet ruin courses through my veins, I shall not be quick to relinquish it. Show me your work, Mythos, that I might revel in it.
Okay, so that's actually a big point that I hate to stop the riddle like that, but I think that's a good thing to kind of talk about for a second. So he does get this kind of euphoric ecstasy in this moment, and it's because Clive is showing himself to be worthy. He's challenging Barnabas, and in this moment we see a glimpse of I think this is my interpretation. We see a glimpse of Barnabas's unsurrendered will, where he has this. I did a project, a research project in undergrad on the psychology of altruism, asking the question, is there really anything, is there really something in altruistic behavior that is selfless? Is it selfless? And my answer was yes and no. The answer is really no, because you get this inner sort of euphoria. And here, I think that we're seeing the subjugation of his will, and there is a pleasing nature to himself. Even though he's vacated himself of his will and allowed Ultima, there's still humanity in Barnabas. That's an important thing. There is some humanity that still yet remains. And here he sees in Clive a challenger who can... He's elated over it. And you see this. He says, I'm not quick to let it go. He's tasting this for the first time. Euphoria, religious euphoria even, of like my holiness against, my righteousness against you. Are you worthy? Will you be able to overcome it? It reminds me in some ways... I actually agree with that a lot, Noctis, because his constant congregation line is him finally happy that the time is coming. Yeah, it's almost as though, I don't want to delve too much into this just because like I always do, because it's kind of my own tradition, but it's kind of like in Christianity, Paul, the Apostle Paul, says that what the law was powerless to do in saving people, perhaps, that's what Christ does. The Christological messianic Christ is able to do. And so it's almost like the law and the world. Romans chapter 8, Paul says this: the world groans in eager anticipation for the revelation of the sons of God. And there's a euphoria, an excitement in it, that there is this return to what is supposed to be. And so here I almost see Odin groaning and grinning and having ecstasy in this revelation of the one who is going to fulfill. And if he can best him, oh man, that's even better. But like it's almost like his personal will coming out. Anyway, that's how I would do it. So we're gonna press the attack now. Oh gosh. Oh, Racy, you have missed a lot. This one's so big. Well, hi, you're here for quite a time. You are definitely going to have to go back and watch this one because we have been places. We've seen things. How do you know this day will come made me realize Barnabas and Clive are fighting for the future they don't know will come. Yeah, buckle up. Get out of there. Ooh, hey-o. Hit him! Oh my gosh, it's such a good track. You should die to the purple bar attack once. Oh, listen, I died to it last time. Last time I played it. Oh my gosh, we did it! Look at that. We parried him right in the middle of that amazing attack. Ultima is trying to turn Barnabas Akashic here, which is a pretty amazing thing because what it means is that his will is returning, right? quieting. Yeah, so this quietistic measure is one in which I think that's awesome, because quietism is the idea of quieting one's own will, quieting one's own soul. There's a religious movement called Quietism that does this as its practice. In some ways, groups like the Quakers and the Shakers practice some degree of quietism. And man, what an amazing thing. This shows me that he is once again losing his will, or losing his focus of surrendering his will. And so that's a big thing. It's almost like Ultima is trying to regain and take control of him. Just amazing. Oh my god, I never thought of that. I knew he was becoming visually Akashic, but hadn't made that connection. Rejoice as our souls are granted peace unending. Yeah. Huh, huh. God, I love this song so much. Get out of there! Oh my gosh, so much happening! You joined that band? So good. Quakers and Shakers. Gotta surrender that wheel. Yeah, I keep on saying wheel. It's that southern drawl coming out in me. Quakers and Shakers and the mamas and the papas. That's the real riddle. Oh my god, what a freaking parry that was. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? What in the world? That was a powerful parry. Oh my gosh. Hit him again. Ah! Huh! Oh my gosh. Oh, well, that's not what I wanted to do, but it'll do for now. Ugh! Fire and flame! Huh! You do not disappoint. I love it. Barnabas, tell me more about how great I am. That's what I'm saying. Hit me with those compliments. I'll live for them. Okay. Type out those lines for us, Ruby. Or Kurai. So that we don't miss them in my screaming. Oh my gosh.
My heart, it soars as it did the day I won Ash.
The day I won Ash. Wow.
Since then, many have sought my crown, Mythos, but none could wrest it from my head.
Hoo-ah. Mm. Claim me as your prize. Yeah. It almost is like this moment of his purpose is almost being completed here, right? Like he's doing what he's always wanted to fulfill his purpose. God that the divine has given to him. Just circle of Malleus, yeah. Oh no! Ow! No! Woo! Literally attacking me with his religion. Absolutely, yes. Come on! What a song. Ow! Now I'm out of potions? Ah, crap. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be real bad. Get out of there. Ugh. Crap! Wolf. Okay. Okay. Back to something. Okay, not bad. It was loud, yeah. Me yelling. Ah! Oh my gosh. Enough! I am getting in character. It's not a cosplay stream, but it's an emotional cosplay stream. It's just such a great song, right? Emotional cosplay. Absolutely. Get over there. Oh boy. Freeze him. Woo! So you're mine now. Come on. Crap, crap, crap. Stop it, Clive. Stop it. Where is he? Oh, gosh. What a trick. Come on. Oh my gosh. La da 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 da. Oh crap, I'm not even in there. Get out of there. Oh my goodness. Come to me, Barnabas. Come to my lightning storm. Come on. So much happening. Yeah, there we go.
Well, the day is at an end. And we both know the truth. It is I who stand victorious. My will that prevailed.
Yeah, it is.
No. It was his. Clive Rossfield.
Deuces, Barnabas. Deuces. Yeah, he does. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful positioning. The cinematics here are just unreal. I love that. That's good stuff. Using his name in his new world. Yeah. Clive has the high ground.
relinquished my own.
Hmm.
You relinquished nothing. What was it, if not will, that made you strive for a new world? Strive to win your master's approval.
Yeah.
You were shown a fantasy, and you chose to believe it. But you were wrong. There is no world but the one we live in. And that world is worth saving, even if it means killing a god.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll talk about his death in a second. There's a lot happening there.
Bold words from one who has served the Lord so well.
This is pointless.
But I almost forgot. I promised that I would make you presentable. Did I not? We shall fulfill our destinies, just as the Lord's mother crystals have fulfilled theirs. Come, Clive Rossfield. Take what is rightfully yours. Become one with God.
No.
Hmm. Gosh.
At long last,
Salvation. Yeah.
I'm coming home. Mother.
Yeah. Hmm.
Tell me, how does it feel?
Show yourself! Face me!
How does it feel to consume your rival's strength, to gorge yourself on their beam, to edge step by trembling step ever closer to the divine? With or without a will, you are still but a vessel, our vessel. Behold, how your body shudders in anticipation of its fate.
It's not yours yet.
No. Come then, O wayward child. We shall await you upon the back of the first worm. There all shall end and begin again.
Yeah, he is. Hmm. really does. With this outfit fits here. And again, with him, these barriers of constriction, even of the will, are dismantled there.
Quickly, my lord, quickly! Why the hell is my city crawling with a captain? Don't ask me, ask them! Since when was Eikon want to hide when there was a fight to be had? Since they stripped me of my rank and banished me from the battlefield. Now I'm stuck wiping the backsides of this one while the city burns and my right tails off the man half my age!
You do gotta love Byron,
And
he's so
then you
good.
turn up. What the hell are you doing here anyway? What indeed? The enemy numbers 200,000 or more counting yours. There are simply not enough soldiers garrisoned in the capital to repel an army of that size. Then one of the central keep, held by a contingent of soldiers and bearers from the surrounding boroughs. They are the sole reason it still stands. And all it took was an army on their
I'd watch it.
to bring them together. The prospect of death does put things into perspective. Perspective. Perhaps it's what we've lacked all along. I need you to lend me some of your best men, preferably all of them. My best men? Does it look like I'm able? I admit this might not be the most convenient time, but my nephew's in trouble, and I may have already promised him your help. Your nephew, the outlaw? My soldiers have better things to do than die for nothing. Then you and he are of the same mind. I fight for the opposite. He fights for a world in which we shouldn't have to live and die for nothing. And he fights today to give us all a chance of a better tomorrow. Be that as it may, a handful of men cannot stand against a kingdom.
Then mayhap they are the wrong men.
Dion!
Well, I'll be damned.
Our numbers are few, but I shall rally as many of my dragoons as I'm able. You, apprise the Lord Strategist of the state of the city's defenses.
Yes, Your Radiance.
And you would fight alongside us?
I owe the Phoenix a debt.
Your radiance.
Does this vouch for my nephews?
Aye, but I still have my doubts about you.
Which we can discuss later.
Indeed.
You said you had men garrisoned in the
Two
keep.
Dions.
Captain, do you know how many yet remain?
Spitting image.
Allow me to confirm. Commander? Whatever their number, Randalar will be needing
Gather the
them
bodies
all.
and build a pyre in the courtyard. Quickly,
Terence,
my lord.
you will find a girl there.
A girl. We are in the middle of a war.
I owe her my life. and I always pay my debts. You are to see that she is provided for.
Dion, I cannot leave.
But you shall. If I am ever to be worthy of the forgiveness of our people, then I must earn it. And I must earn it by my hand, and my hand alone. Know that I do not ask this lightly.
And know that I will do it.
Farewell, Terence.
Farewell, my prince.
It's so good. Claymore point stands. We won't talk about that tonight, but in a couple of things, my goodness. A couple of streams, that's going to be big. You're spot on. Some good stuff.
Clive, thank fuck. You alright?
I am. But I'm a damn sight better for seeing you, Joshua.
And Barnabas.
Yeah, I definitely do.
The king is dead.
So they're all...
They are, but so is their killer. He can't hurt anyone anymore. You're safe.
Good guy, Gav. Love that guy.
Gav, we need to talk.
I'm sorry, Clive. You know I want nothing more than to go with you.
I do. But I'm glad you're heading back to the Enterprise nonetheless. And not just for Edda's sake. Our people need to know what happened here.
You can count on me.
As can she, I hope.
Thank you, my lords.
Do you think that was wise?
Wiser than leaving a woman with child alone in the Deadlands. They'll be safer at the hideaway. For now, at least. This land is overrun with Akashic. The king himself was long turned, albeit by choice, all to serve Ultima in his damnable quest to forge the perfect vessel.
The chaos Barnabas wreaked upon nation after nation. How many were killed for this?
He didn't consider it killing, or a mercy of sorts.
Yeah.
A way to end their suffering. He truly wanted to save mankind, and ultimately use that.
As he uses us.
But why us? What are we?
What are we? We are dominance. That is our fate. But that doesn't mean we have to accept it, which is why we fight. For the right to deny it. Is that not so?
It is. For our sins. Barnabas said something else. That the mother crystals were Ultimas.
Ultimas? Are you certain?
We know that the mother crystals have been leading the land of ether. And we also know that it's this which hastens the spread of the blight. But what I cannot fathom is what Ultima stands to gain from that. What did you find at the stronghold?
The truth about Ultima's prize. For so long, I believed it to be you, and you alone. Yet, it is not merely a freed that he desires, but a freed and phoenix both. That which we became in the skies over Twinside. Only when the twin flames are joined, shall his vessel be complete. Quite why he needs a vessel is another question. Unless there is something he cannot achieve without one. Something his immaterial form precludes. Something requiring an unthinkable amount of ether and a body resilient enough to channel it. If I did not know better, brother, I would think that he meant to cast a spell. A spell 1,000 years in the making. A spell to end all spells.
And he cannot do it without us. Nor without the mother crystals. But if we destroy them all, we will stop not only the blight, but Ultima as well. We stick to the plan then. Only this time,
we face him together.
Well, it's a long walk to Stone here. Let's not keep Ultima waiting.
Brotherhood. Fist to chest again.
When Barnabas fell, his magic died with him. The road to Stone here is barred to us no longer.
All right, folks. Let's do a wrap up real quick. Let me save it. Okay, keep going. Man, so much happened tonight. So, let me pull this up so you can see. There we go. All right. So tonight, man, we talked about a ton. Hit Odin pretty hard, literally, I guess, and also discussed him for a great deal. A few closing things tonight before we move on. So this was the final, well, one of the final absorptions of dominant and Eikon powers that we've had, and we've had a lot of discussion over what attribute Odin might be. And I can go a couple of different ways tonight. I like the holiness and the righteousness thing. Ruby, you bring up a question earlier that I think is really, really good. If Clive is assimilating all of these iconic abilities, then what is the one that, like, how does he display this moving forward? I think in two ways. To answer that. Number one, he displays this aspect of holiness in being something totally other. Holiness is about being separated from kind of the earthly sort of aspect. And by this point, and I think this is why Odin is the penultimate absorption for him, for Clive. At this point, he has 7 icons in him, and at least has access to the 8th, which is the Phoenix, if not like fully, right? So he's got that access, and he is at the point that he is becoming Mythos. He's no longer just a human wandering around, but he is that. So there's the holiness aspect, and he is moving forward in that way, I think. Now, another way of kind of looking at this, the more that we've talked about Odin and Barnabas, the more I kind of want to think of Barnabas as the attribute there as being something along the line of law. This idea of divine law. If Bahamut is justice, then the attribute that Barnabas is kind of conveying is this Moses aspect of divine law coming to humanity, and a rigid, unflinching conformity to that law in order to subjugate the will, yield to a higher will, and move forward into the, quote, good design of the divine. And yet, we see Clive, he does operate, oddly enough, he does operate off of a law, but it's a law of his choosing. He has chosen to adopt over the course of this narrative the law of Sid. And in so doing, he is abiding by a various set of rules, and this plays into the gameplay as well. He's abiding by the law of control, the law of wrath, the law of love, the law of justice, power, provision. And this kind of specifies it is his will in some ways that he is utilizing that. I think that's really, really interesting to kind of think about. I generally agree, Professor, that specific objective, divine authority, the ultimate judge and jury, basically. Sorry, unrelated, but I'm happy. You're happy. Why are you happy? Something on stream or something outside? Either way, good. Nice, you're still on. Hey, welcome back, Ansem. Yeah, you can see the beginning and the end, but go back and see the middle. Yeah. So let's see. Catching up on chat. I do want to say one other thing about about Barnabas really quick. At the end, Barnabas does embrace death. You might say that it's because he has done his part to bring in paradise. I'm not entirely sure of that. I actually think that his fight of subjugating his will is over. There's an idea, it's kind of like an escapist idea, an eschatological idea in a lot of religious communities, in Hinduism and in Christianity even, where the body is broken, it is flawed, and to die is to be released into beyond the captivity of this corporeal form. You see this in groups that suffer. You see it particularly in oppressed groups. Think of African American spirituals in American history and American tradition. I think particularly of "I'll fly away, oh Gloria, I'll fly away." When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. It's this world is suffering. This world is about conforming our will to the divine, and to get through this life of suffering, having a higher heavenly perspective when everything around us is crap or slavery or oppression. And when you subjugate that throughout your life, it's pain, right? But death offers a release to go home. That's why Barnabas says, "I'm coming home, mother. I'm free. Salvation at last." You see this a lot. In fact, it's a New Testament ideology. So the reason why Paul says to live is Christ, but to die is gain. To live is to conform to the will of Christ, but to die is gaining eternal life and freedom from the struggle it is. There's two beings in me, the flesh and the spirit, right? Paul says this. And I want to do right, but I find that I cannot. That sort of thing. Thorn in the flesh, you get this suffering mentality. Barnabas really hits that, because even though the law is not quite at play in the same way as it was for the New Testament early church, they are living according to a new law, and it's a law of grace, but it's still law. It's just a different sort of alignment of the will. So I definitely wanted to say those two things. Some really great conversations about Odin, Barnabas, and we're not quite done with him yet. In the next stream, we'll kind of venture into the lands beyond the tower, and we'll see a little bit of what effect it took on the people, right? Yeah. So we'll definitely do that. I do want to talk a little bit about, Ruby, you asked a question. We're not going to answer it tonight. You asked a question about what does Ifrit Risen mean, though. That's going to happen when we talk about Ultima in a couple of streams. Yeah, that's going to be good stuff. You said the next one, is that going to be about Joshua, Phoenix mythology? It's not. It's not. Phoenix Joshua mythology is going to come really late. In fact, I may wrap it in with the last stream. The way I see it, we've got three streams left. 3 streams left. The next one is going to be, I'm going to call it kind of like a traveling stream. We're going to get from where we are all the way to Stonehair, which is the last real dungeon. But we're not going to go in. That's going to be the second to last stream, because I want to have some time for that one. The next stream is going to be some side quests, some hunts, some level ups, and exploring Ash a little bit more, because there's some cool story stuff that we're going to get into. So that's going to be next Tuesday. In America, we celebrate Thanksgiving next week, and so it's a short week. So Tuesday night will be a little bit more of a laid-back stream, but then the following week, we're going to close this thing out. On Tuesday night, after Thanksgiving, we will have the Stonehair stream, and maybe the biggest part of this game after that. In my opinion, aside from the ending. And then we're going to have a little bit of side quests in that one as well. The final stream is going to be, I'm going to say it's going to be that following Thursday, but it may be bumped to the next Tuesday as well. Just bear with me, because God knows they're going to open up 32 more side quests at the end, and we're going to do them. So before we beat it, so it may bounce over to that. Anyway, and then we'll end the game. Right? We're coming in for a landing here. It's crazy to think about, right? Wild stuff. So, all right. Okay, chat's popping off. I know you want to do at least that side quest with the one cult and Ash. I do. And next time we got to do that one. You'll ask questions next time. Racy, awesome. Great. I'm thankful for something, a blessing you're not expecting. Got off the call from one of your VP and CEO. I got a promotion. Oh my gosh. Congratulations, Leon. That's awesome. Congratulations. God, proud of you. That's fantastic. That's great to hear. Great to hear. That is so awesome. Have anything quickly to say about mothers in Valisthea? Ooh, man, Barnabas, holy mothers and such. You know, I don't know if I've got much to say right now at this point. What I will say is that the mother figure in these stories, whether it's Clive with Annabella and Barnabas with his mom, both of them serve as a catalyst for the things that they do, the emotions they experience, and the strength of their will. In the loss of his mother, Barnabas, his powers seem to be a bit more unlocked after that, creating an Eggy in Sleipnir. And so we see that. He's longing for acceptance, companionship, and he finds this in the divine. And so he gives his will completely over to the divine. And I think that is a result of his mourning. This is what happens, I think, in a lot of people's own sorting out of life. When struggle happens, a lot of times people do turn to religion. Sometimes the origin story of people who are hyper-religious comes from a moment of deep pain. It's not to call it an escapist mentality or a coping mechanism. I think it's more than that. But I do think that there is an aspect of that that's at play as well. So, yeah, really, yeah, that's all I've got to say about mothers right now. Do you have anything to say about mothers before we sign off for the night? It's been a good stream, everybody. It's been a really good stream. Yeah, Leon, you are welcome, and we're so proud of you. That's awesome. Way to go. I'm sure it's well-deserved, well-earned. So, congrats, and good luck on your new job. Well, everybody, I'm going to call it a night. I'm getting exhausted, and I still have not had dinner, and your boy gotta eat. Your boy's gotta eat. So, it'll be a little much for 5 a.m. Or is it 5 a.m. where you are? Woof. It's a great night, you guys. Hey, I do want to thank Mo Gallagher for hanging out earlier on in the night. If you don't know Mo, you got to check out his book. I'm going to give him one last shout out. Greek myths that inspired Final Fantasy VII. He also has Norse myths that inspired Final Fantasy VII. MJ Gallagher. Make sure you Google this book. Go buy it. It's a fantastic book. Look how thick it is, too. Just amazing, amazing stuff. But if you like Final Fantasy VII, you want to get into our Final Fantasy VII Remake streams in December, then this may be some good reading material as well. This and the Norse one. We're going to have a great time in December playing Final Fantasy VII Remake and talking about predestination, because I'm currently working on that video to introduce that series of streams. It's going to be a great time. Anyway, I hope you have the best freaking night of your life, or the best day of your life, depending on your time zone. As for me, I'm about to have the best meal of my life. Probably some old chicken salad and potato chips or something like that. So y'all have a fantastic night. Love you guys. He kicked my dog. What's up? Hey, he kicked my dog. Welcome, and also have a great night. Bye, everybody. Love you guys. Be blessed.